You know, who was I talking to the other day? Told me something funny about Scott, our engineer. You know, the sad sack engineer we have. He really looks like he looks like a sad sack.
Yeah, what was that cartoon? Beetle Bailey?
A sad sack.
I can't remember who told me this, but I think it was Ronnie. Yeah, it was Ronnie, the limo driver. He ran into a woman that knows Scott. She said Scott was in her kindergarten class, and Scott was a very bad child.
Oh, really?
Because he had trouble when they had nap time. He would urinate.
No.
What?
All over his blanket.
Oh, stop it. Scott was a blanket wetter?
Yeah. I swear to God.
Is it true? Come here, Scott. Where's this woman?
She said, and that he had to be taken out of nursery school, and there was a whole thing going on.
Scott flunked nursery school?
Yeah.
Oh, this show, man.
Oh.
You cannot hide.
She remembers Scott?
Yeah. She says, Scott Salem.
He was bald.
That was the boy with the rusty zipper.
She evidently had like a wedding thing going on, and he would wet her down. Because the whole blanket would get wet, and she'd come home smelling from urine.
Oh, disgusting.
Evidently, he had a real problem. And they yelled at him and everything.
Come in here, Scott.
He ain't running in here.
Must be true.
Maybe he's wet.
I got to know if this is true.
Uh-oh. He ain't smiling.
Any truth to this one?
Like the book about
You weren't listening? What? Ronnie, the limo driver, met a girl who went to nursery school with you and said that you were a real problem child and that you used to wet your blanket in nursery school when they had nap time and that you soaked her down because she used to like be on the same blanket as you and she'd come home smelling from urine every day from you.
Not true.
Really?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
You would tell us if it was.
You're right. No, I would, but never happened.
Never wet a blanket in nursery school?
Nope.
Was it the other Scott Salem, you think, that you're getting confused with?
Yeah, maybe there's another Scott Salem out there.
There is.
I don't know.
There is.
Probably many. I'm sure.
One of them is my cousin.
Oh, is that right?
You know him.
Yeah.
I do?
He worked at Channel 9.
I swear I don't know him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay, fine.
Who?
Cousin.
He worked at Channel 9.
When you had your show there.
Yeah, and what did he do?
He was a cameraman.
And you think I know the cameraman? Your cousin is meaningless to me.
I know, but regardless, it didn't happen.
barely know you. I see you every day.
As far as I know, I was a perfect little boy.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Perfect.
Of course.
yeah.
And I had hair.
That I don't leave. Very good. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right. Also, I received a fax yesterday that said, "Hey, Howard, what happened to Baba Booey? What's the story there? You yelled at him about 2 months ago and said, can you dress better for the guests and for representing the show? He did it for about a week, and now he's back to wearing his Sasa smelly T-shirts, and he has stains all over them. We watch the E! Show. We see what's going on.
What happened? You know, this faxer is right.
Of course he's right. Of course he's right.
Well, what did happen?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you. I don't get it. There, it even says,
Sasa smelly.
says, why is Flop Flop Fluli once again dressing like filth with his gravy-stained T-shirt? I thought you would ask that he wears a shirt and tie. That is the ugliest shirt he's wearing today.
Yeah, what is that?
I will take heat for a lot of things, but I don't have gravy stains on my.
Yeah, but I mean, look at that shirt.
It's a T-shirt.
Yeah, but come on.
I admit
what
that I got lazy. I just got lazy.
It would look really good for a while.
What I started doing was limiting it. You know, I was dressing really well the day that guests came in.
Yeah.
And then like today, you know, we didn't have any guests, so but then I just got down to like not dressing well at all.
Yeah, I know.
It's a headache, man.
It's a headache, but you know, sometimes work is a headache. Everything in your life's a headache lately.
I don't know.
Even that is too much for you?
I mean, why don't you bring a sports coat at least?
Okay.
Because at one point you were wearing the T-shirts, but you had a jacket.
Yeah,
right.
it looks a little better.
All I know is, you know, Howard said do this, et cetera, et cetera. And one day the spin doctors were here, and then I was wearing a tie, and I don't know, it just became like the guy with the tie was a target to make fun of. Like they saw me as the guy in charge, and they just kept goofing on me.
Yeah, but that's the point. We have a guy in charge. And people were starting to treat you like you were in charge. People were asking you questions.
No.
Howard, I can tell you right now,
No.
it made no change. I mean, I'll do it.
It made a change in my feeling
and
about
I would
you.
also like to say that I started doing this in September and just stopped doing it about 3 weeks ago.
Is it only 3 weeks? Because I've noticed
Well,
for a
he
while.
said there was a slide where for a while it was just when guests, and then none at all.
And then he started wearing bad jeans and sneakers, and then like a jacket over it.
Yeah.
But it just lost its whole.
The effect was gone.
Yeah, he looks like a school kid.
Carol Leifer asked me how come I wasn't dressed nicely.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean.
So you weren't even dressing that way for the guests?
No, I told you I completely slid down. You know. I no longer care about my appearance.
Yeah, well, I do.
All right, I'll snap back up. I'll snap 2 again.
Yeah, lay out your clothes for the week on Sunday. Then you don't have to think about it. Suggestion?
I just wonder what it means in terms of, your authority.
None.
Say that this is the way it's supposed to be, and then he just decides not to.
A wise old sage said to me that the problem on this show is that everyone you hire, you bring on the air, and you make little stars out of them.
Uh-huh.
Like I know, Tom's having the boat ride again this year for the clients.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, I'm not going. But he invited Gary. Gary's demanding a hotel room.
You're demanding it.
We got celebrities.
No,
well, Gary's a celebrity.
Howard, wait a second.
Because Gary came to me and says,
wait a second.
Gary says to me,
whoa!
Gary says,
whoa!
Hey,
whoa!
Gary says to me,
you want me coming home at midnight and then coming back to the show the next day all sleepy? That's what you want for the show?
Gary says to me,
is that what you want for the show? Answer.
I get that for the show anyway.
No. I go to bed at 9 o'clock every night. I go to bed.
Well, now you do. We used to go to bed midnight all the time.
Do you want me coming in sleepy?
Did you used to go to bed midnight all the time?
The boat ride or this show? What's more important to you?
I don't care about any boat ride. I care about this show.
And you're the most important thing to me.
Yeah.
I love the station. I love Tom, but you're the most important thing in my life.
If that's the case, then why don't you dress up for the show? If I'm so important to you.
It doesn't make you unimportant that I don't dress up.
And if that's the case,
work with the same
why when you were single you went out every night till about midnight with Ross?
Because I was younger and I could work on less sleep.
Oh, I see.
Never affected my job.
It has nothing to do with your job. You want a night in the hotel. That's all. But anyway, so Tom, asked Gary to appear at this boat ride.
Right.
You're a real dick for turning this around on me. Because you're the one who going, Tom shouldn't be taking my people and using them, and now suddenly you're turning this whole thing around on me.
Hey, what can I tell you? But you know what's funny?
In the office,
Gary says to me, Gary says, the reason they want us there is because you won't go.
That's right.
And now we're the stars, so we have to be treated like stars.
No, I didn't. All this just saying nothing, right?
So my problem is, with my authority...
I said, without you, the only people from the show is a star. Without you, we're the next best thing.
So with all of my...
And nobody said about
what happens is
like
you ask about my authority on the show. What happens is that I have celebrity. And
how can you tell your stars what to do?
Well, imagine if you had a show full of stars. You know what I mean? So you can't say to Gary, dress nicer and get me some goddamn coffee right now. He's like, wait a second. I do appearances. I get hotel rooms.
ever rejected an offer from you to get your food or anything.
This is my costume.
There's never anything that you ever told me to do that I felt was too low for me.
Do you feel your outfit is your costume? Is that it for the show? In other words, this is your
I got lazy. I got lazy. I wasn't feeling good.
About the show.
I care very much about the show.
You don't feel good because you don't go to bed early.
Has the level of the show gone down at all since I stopped dressing well?
Yes.
You're a liar.
Okay.
Well, we're not talking about necessarily on the air.
You asked me a question.
Cite an example.
Excuse me, let me point out something.
No, I don't even remember how you got here, you Malika lover.
The purpose of him dressing well was not for on air.
Right.
It was for his work outside.
He doesn't even know why he's supposed to dress up. He thinks it's supposed to be in here.
No, I know it's not for in here. I know it's for the salespeople. Tom will look at me in a different way.
Right.
But nobody looked at me in a different way, I'm telling you. I'll go back again. Yeah, I did it for 6 months. I'll go back again.
Nobody looked at you in a different way. I don't agree with that.
Everybody was saying that you looked better, you looked more professional, they had a different attitude about you.
Nobody had a different attitude about me. They might have said, of course you look better if you did.
I don't know what you...
But no one had a different attitude. But
you asked me a question.
But there's no argument.
Has the show suffered since you started dressing? I said yes. You called me a liar.
Based on what?
I'm basing it on the fact that I see that you get less respect around here than ever. And you were starting to get more respect before when you wore your suit. I saw a general tendency to see people treat you with a little more respect.
Tom actually
because you were
came
just like
to
a
us
producer.
and said he liked it.
Yeah. I saw an overall vibe that you had gone from a total buffoon to something less than a
semi-idiot.
Yeah, whatever.
I missed the vibe, but I can bring it back.
All right. I thought that there was more of a vibe.
I can bring it back.
Do whatever you want.
I wouldn't want
whatever you want. You're a star. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Listen, I feel uncomfortable telling you what to do.
No, you don't.
You're very celebrated.
There's never been a moment in your life where you felt uncomfortable telling me anything.
I don't know. You're a big star.
I heard threw a tantrum this morning with John. Because
you want to know what the funniest thing? Howard, you know what the funniest thing is?
Because of the old radio we bought?
You were here.
Which one? Did you hear that one?
No.
Yeah.
No, I'll explain it to you.
The 8 ounces of milk that turned into 4 ounces of milk, and then Baba Booey screaming, "I have to eat too!" And he had to run down and get
No.
breakfast.
I asked John to order me. Listen, I'm on Metrix, right?
Right.
Trying to eat a balanced diet. When you eat is key. You have to eat like every couple hours.
Absolutely.
Right? So,
God forbid you miss a meal.
All I need is some skim milk, right? So, I asked John once, and John and I have had this long-running argument, which you gave to me years ago, and I took your advice. Write it down.
Right.
All I asked.
Right.
So John ordered breakfast, and he just forgot.
Right.
So then John ordered again, and they brought up about 2 ounces of milk, which wasn't enough. So by now it's 7:45. I'm starving, and I'm like, Jesus Christ! It was the same thing you didn't hear during the commercial.
That's
all
right.
I want to do is eat.
Right.
Well, he's like you. He's doing what you
Exactly. It's a funny thing. And what's funny is I just had a tantrum in here
and
because my yogurt was improper. Well, because you should do everything I do, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I had a yogurt. All I want is a yogurt while I'm on the air.
Yes.
That's all I want. I can't get it for some reason. I don't know. There's always a problem with it, or it's warm, or something wrong. I don't know what it is. There's always a problem. But Gary, he throws tantrums back there.
I never throw tantrums.
I was going to bring that yogurt in earlier, but Gary told me to wait for the break.
Yeah, which is wrong. I want it. There's a whole thing with my yogurt, and they bring me 2 hot waters, but inevitably, whoever handles it takes the yogurt, sticks it on top of the hot waters, and the yogurt's like spoiled by the time it gets to me because it sits there on top of these real hot boiling waters. It gets warm and disgusting.
And the truth of the matter is, Gorilla's out today, and I told John yesterday, you speak to Gorilla, and you find out everything that he does so that you can be prepared.
Yeah,
was not prepared.
Gary,
because if you were prepared, you would have known to bring it in during the break. Not during the break.
No, you would have known that. You would have known this was right. Anyway.
Yeah, but Howard, the reason being is Gorilla left the message that it was 99% fat-free, which it isn't. It is not my fault.
Gorilla is wrong.
Yes. And second of all, I told Gary, I said,
why are you leaving it now? Why are you leaving it now?
And Gary's the producer.
Why are you leaving messages?
No, wait a second. Gary's the producer of the show. I said, Gary, should I bring it in now? And Gary said, no, don't. So it was Gary's instruction not to. Gary, you screwed up.
John, did you have a conversation with Gorilla? Why are you guys trading messages? Because you have to go run home and get that nap you need so desperately. You and Steve sat down and spoken with each other. Wait, did Gorilla leave a message with your assistant or with you?
First of all, Gorilla never told me he wasn't coming in. And Gary, Gorilla never told me he wasn't coming in. So
what?
Gorilla didn't even tell me he wasn't coming in.
He didn't?
No, he told you, and I asked him if he's coming in. He goes,
this is what goes on all day. This is my life.
And the Gorilla told me...
Look, I don't care.
Gorilla told me...
It's all over yogurt. I just want the yogurt.
My business.
Last case of
I just got to eat something while I'm on the air.
Exactly.
Am I being a prima donna? I don't think so. I just need one of the interns. I'm in intern hell. I just needed one of the interns to go get me some yogurt.
Yes.
I think the problem lies within the upper management and not with the interns.
Oh, I agree. I think upper management should wear a nice outfit.
Yeah, it's my fault. I'll tell you why. First of all, Gorilla never even told me that they wasn't coming in today.
Didn't tell me either.
Quick question.
He didn't want to let you know.
John, quick question. Yesterday, when Steve was still here, and you knew he wasn't coming in today, did you go over everything that needed to be done today? Simple question.
Yes. And you know
every single thing. So then why did he have to leave? Why did he have to leave you a message about the yogurt?
Because there were certain specifics written down so I don't forget them. And all that was written down was things...
Yogurt?
Exactly. Yogurt at 7 and lunch at 9:30.
Gary's my upper management. And John, I guess, is mid-management. And I need oxygen. I got to get out of this. September, I'm gone. I'm gone. Robin, I can't take it anymore.
Our interns
I spoke to a guy who completely stressed out, spent 3 months in a hospital for stress. And I'm almost there.
Howard, you got to see Gary's tantrum. It's embarrassing. He freaks out because he yells at me because the guy put on 4 ounces instead of 8 ounces.
John.
And then, hold on.
I want to hear John. Yeah.
And then while I'm ordering, I said... Well, I go, I'm ordering 8 ounces. Now, apparently milk doesn't come in 8 ounces. It comes in 16 or whatever. So I said, Gary, is 16 going to go? I go, is 16 going to do? Whatever. He's getting all angry at... He's angry at me because freaking store doesn't have his 8 ounce freaking card.
I'm angry at John because I told him the first time.
Look. I can't take it. I can't take it.
This is a point that I have to get across. John didn't do his job. I told him once. He didn't write it down.
I have a problem.
Your problems are important, but I'm telling you that John didn't do it.
Gary, you didn't do your job yesterday. You were supposed to call me and let me know about doing the thing. You didn't. So do I freak out on you about it? No. You screwed up, right?
Shut up.
Please.
No, but he
Gary
screwed
Puppet,
up.
what do you want to say?
16 ounces, 8 ounces, 4 ounces. Forget it.
No, but the point is,
Actually,
he screws up, it's okay.
I do have a suggestion here.
Yeah.
You make Gary and John both go on the boat ride and then sink the friggin' boat.
There you go.
No, but Howard, my point is, if he screws up, then it's okay. But
So
when I
Tom
screw
going
up,
to give you the hotel?
I don't know. Tom hasn't even asked me to go, really.
Really?
He just mentioned it. When he hasn't
Well,
really
hey,
asked any
listen,
of us
if I'm
to go.
not there, you are the star.
He hasn't asked any of us to go.
In a way, you got a point. I mean, if I don't go,
I am
you
not
are
a
the star.
and I never said I was a star.
No, I'm saying.
I said that without you,
Right.
we're the next best thing on the show.
Right.
You're the star.
No,
You'll
I'm
always
saying,
be
but
the
you're a star.
I never
people
said-
do like seeing you.
I would never said I was a star.
No, I'm defending you now. I'm sticking up for you.
I don't accept my stardom.
Well, Tom is wrong, right? He should provide that for you.
Well,
since you're a star and he's asking you to do something
Well, if he
extra.
hasn't been asked, how did a hotel room come up?
I don't know.
He mentioned it one day. You're going on the boat ride, and Jackie and I both said, "Are you going to put us up in a room?" And Tom said, "No."
Yeah. Well, I think he should. I'm being serious now. I think he should. I think that he's asking you to do
I'm not
something
going to
extra.
agree with you because I
All right.
think there's something weird
Very
going
good.
on.
Well, if I go
nothing?
on a boat ride, I want my own suitcase.
Is that right, Gary Puppet?
That's right. I wish I started so I wouldn't have to work, too.
All right. There it is. Okay, very good. All right, you guys, go back and see if you can get Gary's milk.
Yes, John has to find every little thing I do wrong and then run right to Robin and tell her.
Right.
Now that's not.
no. Robin was mad because I was mad because I get mad because you get mad at me.
Oh, wow. What a shame. All right,
I know you tell me, but I didn't even follow that one.
Robin gets mad, then you get mad, and
Robin's yelling about her egg whites.
Sandwiches thrown at me because he's angry at Gary.
all right. Okay, look, listen, Gary, I think if you dress better, it might help.
John had no better respect for me when I dressed better.
I don't think
I
so.
do respect you, Gary.
No, but did you respect
All right,
me
look,
any
listen.
more or less by dressing better?
I think you should dress a little neater.
But did you respect me any more because I did? Be honest.
No, I mean, you know,
That's the guy.
But I don't think Howard's concerned
That's a
about
loaded
me.
question.
I don't think he's concerned
If
about
you
me.
say to someone, do you respect me more because I'm dressed better, the point is that someone is always going to say, no, I respect you. It doesn't make a difference what you wear. It's a subtle thing. It's a thing that it commands
I told you I was
respect.
going to start dressing
And
better. It's not an argument. I told you I would dress
all right.
I'm not resisting.
I don't think you're talking about me
But
anyway.
you just don't do it anyway, so what's the difference? You do resist. What is
Here
it,
comes Tom.
Here's our
It's
general
either
manager.
the room or the dress.
Hi, Tom.
It's the dress.
That's the dress.
It's the dress.
Tom respected me
People
more.
definitely respond.
Respected.
No,
respond.
differently to people on the basis of their dress.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
People. Business people are supposed to dress like business people.
And Gary is a business person.
And Gary's kind of in a mix between business and creative, and
Right.
I think that he does himself well by dressing better.
Thank you.
You're right, Tom. I think Gary's an a-hole, and he's me.
Tom, I understand what you're saying, and I'm in full agreement.
Once I got respond out, it was fine.
When Gary walks into your office and he's wearing a suit and tie, you sort of feel like, hey, I shouldn't blow him off.
I feel like
you don't feel like you're talking to a kid.
Look, I'm going to try and treat Gary with the most respect I can give him anyway. But
I think of Gary as a 20-year-old.
All around the office and the accountant.
And not only that, he's constantly meeting new people. He might have
better for the station and for the show.
Right.
If he looks better when
Right. He meets a lot of business people. He meets sponsors.
You want the truth?
Yeah.
I outgrew my last set of clothes.
Is that right?
No.
All right. Very good.
You know,
All right.
I love hearing Tom talk about fashion, especially since his tie don't work.
I don't work.
But he's got a tie, and that's the point, Gary Puppet. That's very nice. All right, listen, I've had enough of this. I don't want to talk about our interscene squabbles. Interscene squabbles. Thank you, guys.
Internacine. Yes.
Internacine squabbles.